Except for charism, prism, and optimism, it seems like there aren't too many words that end in ism that don't have a negative connotation. Criticism, alcoholism, vandalism, terrorism, autism, communism, racism. Recently, I discovered another ism word that I hadn't heard before, but it's been around quite a while. And in 1978, according to Merriam-Webster, it was among the top 10 looked up words. That word is lookism. Do you know it? Well, even if you don't know the word, you no doubt know the concept because it's probably been around since the beginning of time but wasn't named. What is it? It's defined as prejudice or discrimination based on physical appearance, and especially physical appearance believed to fall short of societal notions of beauty. Probably the only person who wasn't a victim of lookism was Adam, at least until Eve came on the scene. Economists, sociologists, and psychologists alike pay close attention to the lookism that occurs in everyday life and examine how it affects people and society as a whole. Lookism has received less cultural attention than other forms of discrimination like racism and ageism, but it's still widespread and significantly affects people's opportunities in terms of romantic relationships, job opportunities, and other areas of real life. In an article published by Daily Good, Sarah McDonald wrote, "We now so expect lookism that the novelty in TV shows has already found ways to get around it." On the popular show The Voice, judges actually listen to the singers with their backs turned, deliberately cutting them off from the psychological trick that beauty does to the brain. Physical attractiveness is associated with positive qualities and competence, but physical unattractiveness is associated with negative qualities. Often people make judgments of others based on their physical appearance, which influences how they respond to them. Research on the "what is beautiful is good" stereotype shows that generally people who are physically attractive benefit from their good looks. Research also shows that on average, attractive individuals have more friends, better social skills, and more active social lives. Interesting to know that Lookism is also the title of a South Korean webtoon written and published by Park Tae-joon, first published in 2014. The story revolves around a high school student who can switch between two bodies, one that is fat and ugly, and the other which is fit and handsome. His days are always split between the two bodies, his handsome form for the daytime and the original for the night. And as he lives his life with his two bodies, he begins to see just how much the world discriminates against people for being simply unattractive or different. Through his original body, he experiences the world's discrimination and hate, while also seeing the kindness and special treatment through the other. His new body takes him through numerous life experiences, from becoming a miniature celebrity, a trainee for an entertainment company, and model for clothes. But once the day turns into night, his rosy dreams turn into a harsh reality of what the world really is after he switches back to his original body. So what does lookism have to do with anything? Ask anyone who's ever been the target of bullying, or someone who's missed out on a good job because he wasn't dressed as well or wasn't as outgoing or likable as the other candidate, even though he was equally qualified. Or the not so popular kid at school. Each person is created uniquely, meaning is the only one of its kind, made by the master crafter. God. We are all unrepeated and unrepeatable masterpieces. How can we judge what is beautiful and what is not? Who are we to judge what God has created through God's love and infinite wisdom? There are some commercials on TV for a gym that boasts of being a judgment-free zone. I guess that means that no matter what physical shape you're in or out of, you can feel unjudged by others who might be super fit. Wouldn't it be great to live in a judgment-free zone? Let us pray that we might want to help create a true judgment-free zone everywhere and for everyone.